Hi there, and welcome to Faith in 5, where we believe you can build your faith in 5 minutes. I'm your host, Reggie Wilson, and I have another great story set up for you. But before I begin, I just want to give you an idea of how the day's going to flow. 1, I normally summarize the story. The reason why that's important, I want you to get an opportunity to go back and read it for yourself. The number 2, I have a focus scripture. And then finally, 3, I'll share one challenge question. Okay, this story today starts in Judges 6 through 7. So that's Judges 6 through Judges 7. The Israelites, again, do evil in the sights of the Lord. And guess what? They got some punishment because of their evil. So he raised up the Amalekites as well as the Midianites. And guess what they're doing to them? When they would grow their crop and things of that nature, they would just take from them. They would pillage their land. And they would keep them impoverished. Until the point where they had to cry out to God. So they cry out to God, and God chooses a man to go ahead and lead them to a victory. Joash's son name was Gideon. So God chose Gideon. And this is the focus scripture as well. But I'm going to go to this focus scripture. And I want you, this man had no experience in war, no experience in battle, no experience in leading. When God found him, he found him in a wine press. And I want you to hear what an angel of the Lord told Gideon. In Judges 1, starting in verse 12, it says, when the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon, he said, the Lord is with you, mighty warrior. I'll repeat that again. When the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon, he said, the Lord is with you, mighty warrior. Wow. Here is this guy all alone in a wine press, pressing wine. That was his job. And God chose him to lead the Israelites to victory. You see, it's so crazy how God works. God always chooses the foolish or the shameful things of the world to do his will. So he chooses Gideon. But Gideon doubts. It said Gideon went ahead and he asked God like 3 times, well, who's this? Is it me? Well, I need to be sure. He asked God 3 times, and God assured him 3 times. Right? Gideon. So what ends up happening after that point, Gideon goes ahead and starts doing God's work. The soldiers start to rally around him. The people start to rally around him. And he goes out to battle against these Midianites and Amalekites. So as he goes out there, he goes out with a good group of Israelite soldiers. He goes out there ready for battle. But God says, hold on a second. Hold on. You have too many soldiers. Too many soldiers? That's what God said. He said, reduce it. So Gideon reduced it. God came back again. You still have too many. And God showed them a way how you're going to reduce this. How you could tell certain men to go back and certain men to stay. God showed them how he was going to do that. He did it. Until he was down to 300 men. So you can imagine there's 300 men and they're going up against vast armies. Why would God do something like that? God wanted to do it so that Israelites can be certain that it was God giving them the victory and not their hands or their work. That's it. God just wanted to show them that it was their victory, of course, but that victory came through God. So with 300 men, he went up against a vast army. And as the rest of the story going, guess what? These men didn't even have to raise a hand. God threw that army, the Midianites and the Amalekites, into confusion, and they end up destroying each other and running away. So they were given a miraculous victory that day with 300 men that didn't even have to pick up a finger to win the battle. They just had to put their trust in God. I'm going to go back to that focus scripture again. It says in Judges 6, verse 12, when the angel of the Lord appeared to Gideon, he said, the Lord is with you, mighty warrior. Thank you, guys. And you know, it's amazing how God works. We think we have to do so much, but we just have to trust him like Gideon did. Guys, where in your life do you have to realize that you are a mighty warrior?